Hello and welcome to this video. My name is Mary, in charge of training and career advisory services here at Corporate Staffing. And today we are discussing about career change or transitioning into a new career and how best you can be able to adapt your CV to a new space, industry, change of careers that you're venturing into. I'm glad to be joined by one of our CV writing experts, Diana, who will be shedding more light on this discussion. Thank you for joining in.
You're welcome, Mary.
Great.
Yeah.
We are talking about career change or transitions. What does it mean?
Okay,
In general?
so career change is basically the process by which a job seeker seeks to transition from one particular duty or one particular job to a different field. It always involves change of skills. It involves change of education and also change of experience. So basically, career change is the process of moving from this particular job to the next job, which is totally different. Yeah.
Talking about the things that the career change involves, could there be any factors or key considerations to keep in mind when transitioning into a new career?
So transitioning into career basically means like you're changing everything. Not really everything, but most important aspects that will be considered in your next job. So the first thing is your education. So let me give an example of an admin transitioning into a human resource space. So this particular person needs a certification of a human resource so that they can transition from administration to human resource. Yeah, so the first consideration is the education. The next thing is the key skills and competence. So I need the relevant skills to apply in my next job. So I need to have enough skills so that by the end of the day, when I'm given this next job, I'm able to deliver everything effectively. Yeah, so that is the next important thing. The next thing is the financial implication. So I need to transition, and in this case, it is a growth. It is a career growth. It is a professional development. So in this case, I must consider like the compensation that I'll be getting by the end of the day. So is it less or is it higher than what I'm getting in my previous? So that is the most important thing. So next is the work-life balance. Work-life balance, like will this next job make me strain more than the other one? So I need to ensure like everything balanced by the end of the day. Yeah.
Of course, what I know with career change is you need to think about the passion, the level of passion and interest that you have gained or you've all of a sudden acquired that is making you want to transition.
Yeah.
So when you talk about work-life balance, I can definitely relate.
Yeah.
Now, as a job seeker, I have made up my mind I want to transition to a new career or I want change of careers. How can I adapt my CV for the career change?
Okay, so the most important thing to ensure that my CV adapts to the change is emphasizing on the transferable skills. Yeah, there are particular skills that I got as an admin that I can apply as a human resource associate to being a human resource manager by the end of the day, because that is the goal. So there are skills like maybe communication skills, being organized, and other technical skills. So I emphasizing on the transferable skills is a very important aspect in your CV. The next thing is to reframe your work experience. So there are particular duties that you did as an admin that can apply to being a human resource professional. The same applies to other profession, not confined to human resource and admin. Yeah, so there are particular duties that you did as admin that you can apply to you being a human resource professional. So reframing your work experience is important. And the next thing is to tailor your CV to a particular job that you're applying for. So tailoring your CV to a particular job that you're applying for makes the recruiter see that this person has this particular qualification and is worth rewarded this particular job that they are applying for. And by the end of the day, it is a transition. it is a career change. So in this case, I don't have much experience. So terminologies like knowledgeable in and skilled in are mostly used, not limiting things like maybe experienced in because you don't have much experience about it. Yeah, so that is those are the most important aspects. Yeah.
Now, I am picturing the format of a CV, and now with more emphasis on the career profile summary. How can a career profile summary of a job seeker that is transitioning effectively communicate the transition and the aspirations of that particular job seeker?
Okay, so basically the career profile summary describes who you are as a professional. It highlights your key skills and competence and also the value that you're going to bring on board. So focusing on my career profile summary, the first statement should show that I am a professional in that particular career that I'm transitioning into. We gave an example of an admin transitioning into human resource space. So in this case, I won't be focusing on my admin bits. I'll be focusing on the human resource bit. So in this case, I'll be saying, like, I can give an example. The first statement should read maybe, I am a result-driven and a motivated human resource professional. In that case, a recruiter or you as a job seeker, you would have transitioned completely. Considering your education is okay, you've had quite a number of certifications. In that case, you've had the skills that are needed by that particular job seeker. So career profile summary, the first statement should showcase like you are that particular role that you are transitioning into. Yes. The next thing is to show adaptability and passion. Be authentic to working on or being in that particular space. Show passion, show adaptability, show flexibility, show like you carry that particular skills and qualifications that you have as a professional. Yeah, so by the end of the day, reading your CV, I'll be able to see like this person is a human resource indeed. Yeah, and
that's passionate.
Yeah, is passionate and willing to transition successfully, completely, and to grow in that particular space. Yeah, so and in your CV also focus mostly on that particular skills that are in line with the job that you're transferring into. So in that case, your CV as a whole should read that particular job that you're transitioning into. Yeah.
Wow, there's quite a lot that goes into transitioning or changing a career.
Yeah.
That of course a professional needs to have at the back of their mind.
Yeah.
And I believe someone watching has been able to pick out few areas that will come in handy in case they are considering a career change.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for sharing with us.
You're welcome, Mary.
Great. Career change or transitioning completely into a new career requires you to do a lot of self-search and get to know the level to which you are passionate, you are comfortable with the new space, the new industry that you want to venture into. And I love what Diana has mentioned about work-life balance, because you wouldn't want to change into a career that of course will not give you that room that you've been enjoying in your previous role. And we encourage you to reach out to us. We do guide professionals on career coaching or mentoring, and just to help you unpack and identify what are some of the reasons that you would want to transition, and this area or industry that you want to transition into, is it the best for you depending on the goals and objectives that you've set for yourself. We look forward to seeing you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching.